you can maybe just give me a thumbs up if you can hear me properly. Thank you, Sarah. And so what we're going to do today is just a few different things. Hi, Alex. Nice to see you. We're going to do a few different things. First of all, I think we should start by introducing ourselves. And what I might just do is call on you in your Zoom rectangles, call your name out there, and just say a little bit about yourself and who you are so we can get to know each other. Following that, I'm just going to share my screen and go through the CG Scholar platform. Just some sort of overview things to start off with, how to access the event schedule, how to update your profile, things that'll be important as we get closer to the conference. I'll let Barbara in, she's in the waiting room. And then I'll talk more specifically about the emerging scholar role during the conference and sort of how that interacts with the CG Scholar platform there. So I'll start by introducing myself. First of all, my name is Tamsin Gilbert. I'm Research Network Producer with Common Ground Research Networks. I am helping to coordinate this conference with my colleague who's the conference producer for this. She's not in this meeting right now, but her name is Tamara. She'll be there on site in Johannesburg. Sorry, I'm just making sure everyone's coming in. It seems that there's some people still joining here and I want to make sure we don't miss out. Seems that Barbara's not connecting properly. I'll pass it over to my colleague, Kayla, who you probably talk to via email. Kayla, did you want to introduce yourself?
Yeah, I am Kayla Ryan and I'm an assistant conference producer at Common Ground Research Networks. So yeah, you've seen many emails.
Sarah, did you want to introduce yourself and say anything you want to?
Sure, I'm happy to. Hi, everyone. My name is Sarah Geegan. I'm an assistant professor at the University of Kentucky, and my research focuses on persuasion, social influence, and public relations for social good.
Thanks, Sarah. Nice to meet you. I see it says A0074202, but I know that that's not your name. Do you want to introduce yourself?
Oh, hi everyone. I'm Zinhle Ntshongwana from Wits University. I'm a lecturer and my research focuses on children, families, social work services, as well as domestic violence. Thank you.
Thank you. Nice to meet you. Alex, did you want to unmute yourself and say hello?
Sure. I hope everyone can hear me. First of all, welcome from the Gold Coast in Australia, where it's 1 in the morning on Tuesday.
Thanks for waking up or staying up.
I just stayed up. Folks,
Okay.
I am originally from Canada, moved to Australia where I'm a senior lecturer at Griffith University. I'm a career paramedic. I did a PhD, finished in 2019. My research interests are strongly aligned with health and wellness in emergency services providers, but others as well. And I combine psychophysiologic measures to see what makes us tick and what can make us better. I'm happy to be here.
Thanks, Alex. Forgive me if I'm pronouncing your name incorrectly. Ananya? Ananya, would you like to introduce yourself? If you can hear me? Maybe you can't. Let's just move forward, and if you can unmute yourself to introduce yourself, we can definitely take a pause and oh, sorry, it's in the chat. I can see. Thank you for introducing yourself in the chat. We look forward to you at the conference. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. Kayla, are you able to see that? Okay, thanks. I always like to make sure that I've shared my screen properly. So there's a number of different ways to get to the conference microsite. One is just by going to the website here and clicking on this button. It'll open up there. That's the About page. If you go to cgscholar.com, it'll ask you to log in, but you'll also end up you can get there a number of different ways. So this is cgscholar.com. If you're not logged in, you'll be asked to log in here in the top right. I am logged in, so I can go ahead and go to my profile, and that's where we'll begin. I highly recommend you update the information on your profile. The main reason for this is that when your name appears in the program, it will be hyperlinked to this page. So if anyone wants to learn more about you or know who you are, they'll do that through this page. You can get there by clicking on this community tab just here, and then going profile just down into this golden bar to edit that. Another way to get there is just by going down here and clicking on account settings right there under your name in the top right. You can update a profile, upload a profile picture, add your latest experience and information. This doesn't have to just be one thing here. You can put different years in. So you could say from 2008 to 2010, I was in this place, and you can update that information there. You will have the health, wellness, and society community listed under your communities here. Everyone who registered for the conference becomes a member of that community page. And then there's a list of peers here. And I'll sort of show you how to interact with people and add people as peers as we go through. But that's your list of peers there. Let's go to the health, wellness, and society community page. As you can see, I'm a member of a number of different communities here. So I'm just going to scroll down and click on health, wellness, and society. This is where you'll see who's joined the community, latest updates, quick links to the upcoming conference and the next conference page to submit or register. You'll also see who is members and who are the community admins. If I just wanted to see the latest updates, I could go ahead and click down on updates there and see what's coming up in this community. I'm going to go ahead and click back here. There are a number of different ways to get to the microsite, which is this microsite from here once you've logged in. So you can do that by going down here and going to your events. Sorry, my kids are probably on the internet. And then you can see this is listed here. If I had a proposal, my proposal number would be here. As you can see, I've got some sort of dummy proposals in there. My registration for this one is listed as pay later there. And so yours will say paid. You can download a receipt. You can add extras by clicking get extras, and you can manage your proposal. So whatever's available to you will be listed in these sort of blue rectangles there on the side. I'm going to go ahead and click there, and I'll close this tab because they're now the same thing. This is the about page. This is where you can read more about the special focus for this year, click through to learn more about the book imprint, the collection of journals, the annual themes. It's a landing page there. If you have a proposal, and I know a number of you do, this tab here will say your proposal. At the bottom of this page, actually, I'll show you. Sorry, I'm going to just jump across here. And what I'll do is I'll show you, sorry, ignore that. I'll show you one where I do have a proposal so that you can see a similar page here. So, oh, it's not going to, because my proposal is cancelled. I was going to say, you'll have the button manage proposal. It will take you straight to that your proposal page. You see it here. And at the bottom of this page is where you would upload your digital media. All online only presenters are required to upload digital media. The online only presenters are asynchronous sessions, and that is how they present their work. It's how they're presented at the conference. You don't have to upload only one form of digital media. It could be a PowerPoint slideshow, it could be a PDF, it could be an embedded video, it could be an audio file, an MP4 file. So please, you upload that. If you are an in-person blended delegate and will be attending the conference, we still encourage you to upload your digital media. Why? Because then all the online only presenters can view your work because they won't be there in Joburg. And also it means that you'll get more feedback, more questions, comments and things like that on the discussion boards. So that is the place where you go ahead and upload your digital media. It won't appear right away at the bottom of your page. We do have a review process. So you'll get an email when you upload the digital media. You'll also get an email when it's accepted. And then when the discussion boards open the day before the conference, that is when your digital media and everyone else's digital media will be able to be viewed in the event schedule. And I'll go ahead and show you how to do that. Your registration is exactly what it sounds like. It's information about your registration. I'm going to skip this presentations tab for now, so that I can show you how it integrates with the schedule here, but let's just click on special events. This is where you sign up for special events. The blended conference training session is much like what we're doing now. We're going through the platform and telling people how to engage. It's the day before the conference. And if for some reason I've gone a little too quickly today and you want a refresher on anything on the site, you're welcome to join that blended conference training session. Following that, we have a really nice session, which is an informal online think and drink welcome reception. That's when we're joined by the Research Network chair and the local hosts. And what we do is kind of exactly what we did now. To start the session, everyone introduces themselves. During that session, either Kayla or I will put everyone's link to their presentation pages in the chat, so people can go ahead and follow your session. And then we also have sort of like an informal discussion about the special focus. So if you're an online only delegate, I highly recommend you attend that. It's a bit of fun. We also have this online talking circle where we gather together and we discuss the themes of the conference. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and jump to the schedule now. So as I said, we have this blended conference training session on this pre-conference day, which is the 7th of September, followed by the online welcome reception. We also on that day have two live online only workshops. So I know I just said that all the online only sessions are asynchronous. There are some exceptions to that. First of all, workshop sessions, they're given the option to either do it live via Zoom or asynchronously via digital media. And plenary sessions are also live via Zoom and then uploaded as digital media afterwards, if for some reason you're in Australia, in the Gold Coast, and you don't want to wake up at 1 a.m, Alex. And so I'll just explain in a little bit more detail about how that's going to work. So let's say, for example, that you're interested in attending this workshop. All times are in South Africa time zone time. So you could go ahead and click on that. This is the Zoom link to join the session there. And you can read a little bit more about the presentation there. We record all these live online only Zoom sessions, and then they're uploaded as digital media afterwards. Ruth Ann will be responsible for uploading her digital media. For the plenary sessions, we as the admins upload those. So for example, this blended conference training session, the Zoom link will appear here in this session about a week before the conference, which is coming up quickly. And that's how you'll access it. If for some reason you're unable to attend that session, it will be uploaded here as an embedded video following the session. There's a discussion board attached. So if for some reason you have a question after watching the video, you can go ahead and click in the discussion board and ask that question there. I'll go into more details about that in a second. So then we hit day one of the conference. I'm going to specifically talk to the blended, in-person blended emerging scholars right now. And then as we move through the days to this online only tab, I'll explain the online only emerging scholar role. So we start the day with a registration and coffee, which is a nice way to start the day. Then the conference opening and the plenary session. Like I said before, if you're an online only delegate, it'll say and online. So you can see here that this is at the university and online, so that you can go ahead and click there and the Zoom link will be there. Just so you know, the Zoom session that you're in now, this link that I provided to you, is the same Zoom link for all the opening and plenary sessions, as well as the welcome reception. It's easier just to have one Zoom link for the whole thing, and then people aren't emailing us saying, what's that separate Zoom link? And I've lost it. So we have that there. Following that, you'll see that some of you are assigned as moderator to sessions, right? If you, let's just use Janelle, and Janelle's not here, but she's been an emerging scholar before. Janelle is assigned to this session, so she is going to be in room 1 between 2:30 and 3:45. She is responsible for sort of chairing this session, and whether you're an in-person blended or an online only emerging scholar, your role is kind of similar here. So I'll explain that. So first of all, for in-person blended, you can see that these sessions are 20 minutes apart, but then this session will be scheduled to end about 3:30. And you can see here that this doesn't actually finish till 3:45. What we do here is we have the sessions 20 minutes, 20 minutes, 20 minutes with a group question and answer sort of discussion at the end. We don't do 20 minutes, then questions for that person, 20 minutes, then questions for that person, because what happens is you never get to the next person, and then timing doesn't work. What it is also nice for, and is that this session has been themed, right? Theory and practice. How are we considering theory and practice in relation to these three presentations? So if I was Janelle in the room at the end of that session, you could pose a question that sort of links to all three presentations, or you could see the similarities and differences between the presentations, or you could think of separate questions for each of the three presenters. So as an emerging scholar, your role is not simply just being in the room and making sure things are running on time, but also really helping to fuel the discussion by starting off the question and answer time, and things like that. I'm going to jump ahead to online only now, because you'll see that the role is very much the same. So we can see here that Barbara is assigned to this online only session. So her role here is the same as Janelle's, but in an online only way. So she's just, when the discussion board's open, she can go ahead and click on this one because she is the emerging scholar assigned to that one. And she can click this button next to James's presentation. And at the bottom of that page will be his digital media. So she's responsible for watching the digital media associated with those presentations, and then jumping over to this discussion board here, which is the discussion board for this panel, and asking questions to the presenters in that panel based on their digital media and their asynchronous presentations. Like I said before, you can make connections between the presentations. You could ask individual questions to each of them. We do like that the questions in the discussion boards be more than great presentation or that was really interesting. Let's ask things that are, that you want to learn more about, or, how have the presentations linked to each other, or how have they contradicted each other? So that's a bit more about that role here. I'm just going to jump back. Say, for example, I am Barbara and I'm the moderator of this online only session. You might want to go ahead and follow these presentations. And also, if you're an in-person blended emerging scholar, you could go ahead and follow those presentations too. I'll tell you why. When you come over here to the presentations tab, you can see the presentations that you're following. And it's an easy way to access those if you need to view them again, check something out, come back to it for any particular reason. You can go ahead and unfollow them. I will, because I don't want to confuse people. But this follow tab is customized to you, right? So it's only the presentations that you're following. Everyone will have this featured tab. And these are your presentations. We featured the Emerging Scholars presentation. So that's the same as everyone's seeing there. And then these are kind of sort of self-explanatory by theme. If I'm only interested in the special focus, then I can scroll down and see the presentations that are only related to the special focus. This is by type. If I want to see workshops, I can scroll down here, go to the workshop section, which is I'm sure coming up, and focus only on those workshops. And then the last one is alphabetical. I'm going to go jump back to the schedule here. Sorry, things are a little slow today. So I recommend you go through and see what you've been assigned to now as the moderator. We've tried to assign you to sessions, obviously, that are not at the same time that you're presenting, because it's hard to moderate your own session, and take a look there. We do ask that all these presenters in the in-person blended part of the conference also upload their digital media. So you're welcome to view that as well if you're the moderator on that session. And I'm trying to think if I've gone too quickly, which I probably have. Oh, that's it. Another thing I was going to say. If you click on Caitlin's name here, this is why I want you to upload your profile. you could go ahead and it'll take us to the profile page. I think I'm running too many things on the internet today. Is it going to take me there? Oh, there it is. Oh, no, maybe I clicked too much, clicked too many times because I was getting frustrated. So we can see there that she's uploaded her information. You might want to add her as a peer, and then she will appear in your list of peers there on your profile page as well. You can go ahead and click on the title here of this presentation. I'll close Caitlin out there and scroll down. We can see that Caitlin hasn't uploaded her digital media yet because there's no little blue bar there. If for some reason we're in the days of the conference and she has not uploaded her digital media, there'll be a button here that says request digital media. I encourage you, if you are the moderator on particularly an online only session, to press that. They'll receive an email saying someone wants to see your digital media. And then what happens is when they do upload it, you'll receive an email saying Caitlin's uploaded her digital media. When you comment in the discussion, but you can see that already 110 people have read this presentation page there in the engagements. When you comment in the discussion board, sorry, it will be open there. You receive an email if someone responds to your comments. So that's a good thing to keep in mind. One thing I do recommend for the online only emerging scholars is really on that. This is when the discussion boards will open. So that's when the digital media will be available. I recommend that's the day that you spend, or these first 2 days here watching the digital media, because what happens is if you leave it too late, you have all your initial questions, and then it's the day after the conference when everyone's responding. So if you look at it in the first, when it first opens on that pre-conference day, then it gives you more time, if someone responds to you, to respond to them during the conference time. We do have a number of Spanish language sessions. So if you speak Spanish or read Spanish, then you can go ahead and click here and it will take you over to the sessions that are in Spanish. And I'm sure I went a little too quickly. So what I'm going to do is just open it up for questions, and then maybe we can go over things that I might have gone a little too quickly on. Barbara, did you want to, I know you arrived a little later, did you want to introduce yourself? We just introduced ourselves. If you can, unmute and say hello. Maybe you're not there. Maybe, are you there?
Hello, everyone.
Oh, I think we might be having some connection issues, Barbara. Sorry. You're frozen for me.
Can you hear me now? Okay.
Sorry. Are you there?
Now?
Oh, I did for a second.
Okay.
Maybe just write a little hello in the chat. All right, let's just move forward. Does anyone have any questions? I think I feel like yes, it's me who's breaking up, or is it Barbara? Oh no, okay, so yeah, I think it's Barbara for me too. I think she's got a bad connection. So if no one has any questions, we're on email. I will send this video around to make sure that everything makes sense, and you can watch it again. But it's a pleasure to meet you all.
Thank you.
And some of you I'll see online, and some of you will see in person, and we'll be connected over the next few weeks. Alex, get to bed. See you later, everyone. Bye.